Tiffany. How are you? I haven't talked to you in a long time. How are you doing? Oh my god, I am so hot, you guys. I know it's been a while. Yeah, how have you been? I'm literally here to play good coffee. Great coffee. Well, not the only thing. If you want a reading, you can get one. Oh my god, isn't that so cute? They've updated the game so much. Mint decor! Oh my god, so cute. But my cafe is not mint at all. My cafe is yellow and pink. Isn't she so cute? I got new lights. They're interactable. You can click them and turn them on. So cute. So cute. Oh my god, I love them. Let's turn them on. Cool down, sip up. And there's mint syrup. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do that, but here's the thing. I have to hire, well, I don't have to. I want to hire a new one, so we're gonna get the mint syrup. We're gonna work and see if we can hire someone and get the mint syrup. I love it. My cafe, thank you. Just life, a little stress, trying to figure out, should I finally start a new phase in my life? Interesting. What new phase are you thinking about starting? It's so cute. I used to play this farming game. I need to get back to it. Yeah, what game was it? It was a game where you farmed? I need to cut something on. I need like a little YouTube video or something playing in the background while I play and we talk. Ooh, let's watch drama. The farming game is called Township. Oh, I think I've seen like advertisements of that. I was thinking about starting this business idea with affirmations using my voice. That's interesting. I would play it back and forth sometimes with Cooking Mama too. LOL, feels nostalgic. I love Cooking Mama. Are you creating like a YouTube channel to do affirmations? I don't understand. What's the business idea? Stop pissing me off. Oh my god, so cute. I got your payment. Let me know whatever your question is, my love. I've been assuming that you're typing, but that's okay. Just take your time. I don't know if I made this right. Fuck, I didn't make shit right about this order. This is all wrong. If I give it to her, she's gonna get pissed off. Oh, wait, no, I did it right. I did it right. I did it right. Yay. Okay. Oh my god, maybe I should just be watching ASMR right now. Okay. I need a new car. I was going to do a spell for saying expedite. Yeah, because I'm tired of Ubers. Yeah, it's stressing me. I can't go nowhere or do what I want anymore. Okay, got it. Go ahead. I'll wait for you to finish typing. Just let me know when you're done. Oh. He says, it doesn't taste right. The coffee beans are fucked. Well, I didn't grind the coffee beans, so forgive my employee. Americano, vanilla ice cream on top. You want hot coffee water with vanilla ice cream on top? Whatever floats your boat, queen. Americano, vanilla ice cream, chocolate chips, sprinkles. It's raining. Okay. Yes, it's so good. I love this game so bad. Okay. Pausing, pausing, pausing. Okay. I need a new car. Yes, I was gonna do da 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 da. Yes, I want this Cadillac I've seen online. Yes, but I just don't have the credits and the funds for it. So I'm trying to see if I petition him, will you know the timeline of me getting a car? Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's your question. Let's do it. Okay, wait. I have one more thing to do. I have one more drink to make. It's going to take me 20 seconds, and then I'm going to grab my cards, and then I'm going to do it. Because last time I stopped playing, and it, like, completely, like, ignored all the work that I did. Oh, fuck. What did he say? Oh, okay, I thought he said, don't give me something. I was like, shit, he's going to get it, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see. We'll use the Archangel cards. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm listening. Okay, we'll have that. Add it going. Wow. I grab. Nope, not those. Okay, I guess. Where are all of my cards at? I gotta cut the flash on. Of course, I love it. Thank you for understanding. Okay, I gotta cut the flash on for my camera. Bam. Okay. I don't want to use this deck, but I don't know where are my cards at, y'all? What? What in the world? Where are my cards at? I know my cards are not all the way over there. Hold on, I gotta stand up and get my cards really quick. Before you break my heart, stop in the name of love. Before you. Oh, I know where my cards are. Oh, that's my bad. Okay, so just as we are tapping into the energy, I'm already getting some messages from your team. Okay, I have to move that mic closer. And the first question that I have is like, did you ask your ancestors first? And I don't mean did you ask them for permission? I just mean, what does your ancestor work look like? And did you feel that pull and call? I guess my question is, why have you been wanting to work with Saint Expedite? Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm not trying to deter you. But I feel like immediately, we haven't even really tapped into the energy yet. And I feel like your ancestors are like, I actually have a lot to say. I haven't. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing, we got to get our timer set up. But the first thing that I would say is you might want to, they're basically saying like tag team your ancestors in, not just when it comes to Saint Expedite or getting the car, but just in general, like asking for help and asking for support. They're basically just like, hey, we're here. I should pray to them. And I haven't been laying out my offerings as much. I feel like I should talk to them more, but I've just been too busy. So, okay. Number one, if you look at your time, hi Grace. Yes, I am still taking questions. If you want to send in, go ahead. If you look at your time and you look at the way that you spend your day, There's not a couple seconds to connect with them. Okay. Now, my relationship with ancestors is a little bit different. Okay. This is not how you're supposed to do it, but this is how I do it. I don't have an experience with my ancestors where I have to earn their support. Way too sad to do so. Okay. Here's the thing, Tiffany, I'm going to basically call you in with love, because if you don't feel spiritually, mentally, and emotionally up to working with your ancestors, then you don't need to be working with any other energies or entities, right? This is how you, okay, in the spiritual realm, I don't know if you know this or not, we're going to do basics 101, no judgment regardless. Your ancestors are your protection in the spiritual realm. They are the thing between you and everything else. In a way, your ancestors are kind of like a buffer. Because sometimes, I'm not saying this about Saint Expedite, but just in general, when you're working with different energies, entities, deities, and different things like that, you might do something that's offensive to a spirit, or you might be thinking you're connecting with one spirit, but really you're connecting with a different spirit. Your ancestors are the buffer that is basically going to protect you. If there's a little faux pas, your ancestors are like, hey, like, don't kill my baby. She's just learning, and you're also able to build those relationships and get to know them and, get closer with them. And it just does aid in your spiritual protection. Okay. So if you're like, oh, I'm too overwhelmed, I'm too busy, and I'm too sad to connect with my ancestors, then you're too busy, you're too overwhelmed, and you're too sad to work with any other spirits. Now, I'm saying that, but I don't think it's true that you're too overwhelmed, too busy, and too sad. I think that there's some avoidance there. That's work for you to reflect on. That's stuff for you to move through. They're basically coming through and they're saying, like, one of the reasons why you're in this predicament with the car, with your money, with your finances, with your business, is because of certain things that you have been avoiding. Your ancestors don't just act as a buffer in the spiritual world, but they also act as like support in the non-physical, helping you with the physical. You know what I mean? A lot of the times over the years, I've come back to this idea of like birthing. Sometimes it feels like my ancestors are midwives and they're helping me to birth a new reality. They're helping me. There are times when I need help and I need support, and I'm calling on them. And they're literally like praying over me and laying hands on me, right? And so it's like you've got an entire team, you've got an entire lineage of support here for you. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to Saint Expedite. It's like it's not wrong or bad, it's just not necessary. And it also doesn't necessarily feel like the best move. I'll pull cards on all of it, but I am sharing the messages because your ancestors are coming through very strongly. Also, when it comes to ancestor work and ancestor veneration, I did not give offerings to my ancestors for years. There were times when I felt like I couldn't afford to give offerings because I felt very financially insecure, and I felt very insecure around food and buying food. And I just had like a lack mentality. And so I wasn't giving. It didn't matter. They were still showing up for me because I'm their baby, period, point blank. I don't have that experience with my ancestors where if you don't give me offerings, I'm not going to show up. If you don't give me offerings, I'm going to abandon you. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's my great grandma. I'm her blood. I'm her living, breathing legacy. She loves me. I'm her child. There's unconditional love there. I don't have to show up and give to her in order for her to give to me. It's not transactional. So when I'm going and I'm giving offerings, it's an expression of love. It's an expression of appreciation. It's a moment for connection. It's an opportunity to sit down and have a meal with my ancestors. I like for them to have choices. Yeah. So it's like you don't have to give in order to get. You need to heal your relationship with receiving and allowing yourself to be supported. And also talking with them. You've just been too busy to talk to them. You can talk to them for 5 minutes. You can talk to them for a couple seconds. You can talk to them as you're sitting and contemplating what to do with your business. They can just be a listening ear. And then you can ask them and tell them, like, I'm willing to see things differently. Help me to see things differently. There's not a controlling energy where they're going to tell you what you have to do, but there's a collaborative energy, and they're willing to be there and show up for you in a nurturing, loving way. Okay. So it's kind of like there's some decolonizing that needs to take place. Your spiritual practice and your relationship with your ancestors is your own. Like, that belongs to you. You don't have to follow a rule book that somebody else created. That's your family. That's your blood. Nobody else gets to make those rules. You get to try and connect and ask for their help and their support. Okay. So it's like, it doesn't even have to be a prayer. It can really just be a conversation. Calling on my ancestors, my benevolent, supportive ancestors, known and unknown. I really could use your support right now. I really could use your love right now. I really could use your guidance, your higher perspective. Please help me see things differently. Okay. Okay. If I petition him, what will be the timeline of getting the car? Going back to the original question, if I petition him, what will be the timeline of getting the car? The Devil, the Five of Wands, and the Strength. Okay. And the Eight of Pentacles. Got it. Okay, so the reason why we have just given you all of that backstory, basically, is because if you petitioned Saint Expedite, it wouldn't go the way that you want it to go. Not like it would be terrible and bad and horrible things will happen. Not about that at all. It's not about anything to be afraid of. However, with the Devil card, there is fear. The Devil is also like restrictions. It's being held back. The Five of Wands is internal clarity. It's internal conflict and challenges and difficulties. So it's like you are approaching this from the perspective of, I'm going to reach out to Saint Expedite. I'm going to petition Saint Expedite. I'm going to get what I want quickly and easily, and the roads are going to be cleared and stuff like that. Actually, I don't know what culture you are, but you might want to do a road opener. You might want to do a blockbuster. You might want to do a cleanser. You might want to do glamour magic. You might want to adapt a spiritual process of doing and taking spiritual baths. They're basically saying you're putting the cart before the horse right now. Okay, different people are going to do it different way. We're letting you know right now, you can petition Saint Expedite instead of working with your ancestors, but it's not, I just don't see it happening the way that you want it to. And then I feel like you would feel kind of discouraged of like, that didn't work. I didn't get what I wanted. Like maybe you see a little bit of increase of cash flow, or maybe nothing works, because it reminds me of when I first started doing magic, and I was doing magic to call in money and call in abundance, but there was pressure around the workings because I hadn't developed that trust and I didn't have that relationship with my spirit, and I still had a lack mentality. And so a lot of my workings, they started to be around helping me to shift my mindset, clearing and cleansing blocks. They're basically saying you have a lot of other work to do. Your financial situation and your car situation isn't just about your money, and it's not just about your car. It's about the stories you're telling about how supported you are. And so when you work with your ancestors and you continue to work with them over time, you'll feel how supported you are. You'll see how supported you are. And it's just going to get easier and easier to trust and have faith. With the energy of the Strength card, they're saying you got the juice, Diva. They're saying you have the power, okay? With the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, 110%, you have the power. 110%, I feel that you could get to a place where you're working with Saint Expedite. You could get to a place where you're working with the ancestors on one hand and you're working with Saint Expedite in the other hand, and there's a commingling and there's a collaborative process. Absolutely, I could see that. I don't see it working the way that you're thinking that it will, because you're kind of trying to slap a band-aid on a bullet wound in this case. You know what I'm saying? And you actually need to get to a hospital, and you actually need that bullet and the fragments removed, and you actually need that wound to be cleaned out, and you actually need to be stitched up, and you actually need to be bandaged up, and that bandage actually needs to be taken care of over time. They're basically like, if you want to get into magic, or you want to practice magic more, magic needs to be a sixth house activity. Magic is not the thing that you come to when something is wrong in your life. Magic is the thing that is folded into your daily life and your daily routine. There's a spiritual bath that you're taking every single Sunday. It doesn't have to be Sunday. Also, they're telling me multiple times a week, just because your external environment, I feel like your external environment is not the safest energetically. There's the timer. We're almost done. Give me 1 second. I feel like your external environment is not the safest energetically. You need to be working on your spiritual cleanse, not just because, and it's not like you need to be afraid. None of this is like things that you need to be afraid of. It's things that you need to be on top of. It's things that you need to be more proactive around. If I was you, instead of working immediately with Saint Expedite, I would be doing cleansings, maybe taking salt baths, working with different herbs that are good for releasing hexes and negative energies. You might want to do a reversal candle. I would be doing magic, but I would be calling on the power of my ancestors to back my magic, and I would be doing it consistently, and I would stop putting excuses, because it's not true that you're too busy, right? And it's not true that there's too much of something going on, because there's maybe a little bit of time in the day for you to watch YouTube, or there's maybe a little bit of time in the day when you're on your commute from work to someplace. Even if you're sitting in the back of an Uber, you can be having a conversation with your ancestors. You can be having, some sort of healing frequency in the background, taking deep breaths and opening yourself up to receiving messages from the ancestors while somebody else is driving, right? There is opportunity for you. It doesn't have to look like one specific thing, but it's basically, they're saying what we suggest you do is you prioritize showing up habitually for yourself in your work. I do salt baths. I also do salt scrubs. If you create oils, anointing oils, you don't have to. You can just take a regular oil, and you can get that oil and that salt and gently rub down your body, okay, to cleanse energy. Make sure that you're getting behind your ears. They're basically saying you need to work on your spiritual hygiene, okay, and also start doing more glamour magic. And they're basically saying like glamour magic for making yourself more attractive, but not just attractive to other people in a physical sense, but making yourself more attractive to money, making yourself more attractive to blessings, making yourself more attractive to life, feeling beautiful, feeling good, feeling blessed, calling in more luck, okay? I'm getting road openers and blockbusters. I have a feeling that those are different things, and also reversal spells, and also cleansing your energy. Just regularly and habitually, because it's not that everybody is intentionally doing spell work to hurt you, but sometimes people just have jealousy and evil eye and all of these things, and they're sending you negative energy, and they're not even consciously doing it, or they are consciously doing it, but they don't understand, yes, they're wishing something negative would happen to you, but they're not actually knowing that something negative is happening to you as a consequence. You know what I mean? Regardless, it still has a negative impact. So you've got to get super intentional with your spiritual bath and your spiritual practice. And if you don't have time, shit needs to be sacrificed. Time needs to be made. It doesn't have to be 500 million hour long rituals, right? You get in a bathtub just as you're washing your behind. You can rub yourself down with that salt scrub a couple of times throughout the week. Just as you're going to take a bath on Sunday, or just because you're going to take a shower on Sunday, you can plop up that bath after you clean out your bathtub, whatever, and you can steep in some herbs and just allow your energy to be cleansed. And that in and of itself is going to have the energy flowing, because they're like, we're already sending you blessings. We're already trying to work with you. So come and talk to us on a conscious level. Come and strengthen that connection and let us show up for you. Okay? It's like, it's not a It's not, I don't see it being a fast process because there are lessons that you need to learn about Eight of Pentacles work ethic. Okay. You talked about wanting to start that business. When you start that business and you're pushing up against your limiting beliefs, you're going to have that skill of perseverance. You're going to have that skill of internal leadership. You're going to have that skill of showing up consistently. Basically, your ancestors are kind of putting you on a, excuse me, I burped. Your ancestors are kind of putting you on a schedule. Everything like a schedule, a routine, a program. And it's kind of strict. It's not so strict that it's like, if you don't do it, then we're going to punish you. But it's like, if you don't do it, you're going to be in the situation you're in. The reason why you're having the problems that you're having now is because of how you have been neglecting yourself spiritually and emotionally, period, point blank. That's going to continue. And I even, as we're tapping further into the energy, feel like your ancestors might even be the ones that are stepping in. If you petition, say, expedite, like, no, actually, no. She doesn't need that right now. She doesn't need somebody to come in and fix all of her problems, bippity boppity boop. She needs to learn how to show up for herself and make sure that she's taken care of and fight for herself in the spiritual. She needs to learn how to practice and prioritize her spiritual hygiene. She needs to get serious about her magic. She needs to get serious about this and this and this, not just for where you are right now, but for where you're going and for what you're choosing to create. You said in the beginning of the chat, you're contemplating whether or not you should move forward on the idea. If you don't move forward on this idea, I feel like you will move forward on some idea, and they're saying you need to be prepared for that. So even though you're not actively talking with your ancestors, they are working, they are guiding you, and they're basically like, it's time to get up and it's time to get to work. Okay. Yeah, that's what I got. So it's kind of like, you can do it, but I don't see it being, yeah, it's like, it wouldn't, I don't want to say that it would be unsuccessful. Cause like I said, with strength, you could connect with Saint Expedite. You could be supported by Saint Expedite, but you wouldn't get the result that you want yet. It's like, that needs to be something that happens further down the line. Okay. Why do I feel like crying? Crying is good. Crying is release. I do need to heal my relationship with receiving because I feel like I do need to give in order to get, but I feel like just working with my ancestors will give me better results. Yes, absolutely. You do have to heal that. Yes. Whenever you're ready, the Receiver's Mindset course literally is made to help you do that. But in the meantime, connect with them. Just talk with them. Just keep trying and just keep practicing. I'm willing to see something differently. Help me. Okay? I don't know. Right now, I feel like I have no support, but I just need to do it. Yes. Connect with them more. That support will come in. Exactly. Perfect. I used to do it, but not as much anymore. Yes, I understand. Thank you. Appreciate you. Truly. You're welcome, my love. I got you. Okay. Yeah. That was really, really good. Your ancestors are coming through very powerfully, and they're, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. And they remind me of my ancestors, because there were just a couple of times in my early spiritual journey where, hi, Beer Leah. Awesome. Let me know what your question is. Also, somebody else sent me money too. Let me know what your question is in the chat. Whoever puts their question first, that's the one that I'm going to do first. Early on in my journey, there were just challenges and things that I went through. And it's not like your ancestors will push you into something negative that's going to hurt you, but they'll kind of put you in an experience where basically I was doing something. I don't want to say what, but I was going into a trip, and I could hear my ancestors, and it felt like they were having a conversation about me. And some of my ancestors were kind of protesting. And they were like, no, they were like, she's not ready. She can't do this. She can't handle this. And then it was kind of like my grandmother, one of my grandmothers kind of came through in that kind of matriarchal fashion. And she's just like, no, she needs to learn this. She needs to try this. She's got this. She needs to learn how to do this. She needs to learn how to deal with this. And so I went on this whole freaking journey and saw a whole bunch of stuff and learned a whole bunch of stuff. And it really open me up. But there's different experiences like that. I have a relationship now where if somebody comes into my life and they're fucking with me, my ancestors are going to handle it immediately. No questions asked. But before I had that experience, I had to practice spiritual warfare, and I had to practice protecting myself, and I had to get into my baneful magic bag. You feel me? Because those are skills that I needed to develop. And so it feels like a similar thing with your ancestors, where it's just kind of like she needs to develop those skills, and it needs to be challenging and difficult right now so that it can be easier down the line. So I feel like it's such beautiful energy, and I'm excited for the journey that you're going on. And please don't hesitate to come back and update me, and let me know how things are going. You can always email me, because I would love to be a witness to your journey as well. Okay. All right, Grace. My question is, I recently feel out slash cut out a good friend of mine. I swear, I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or not, but it has been, I literally have been thinking about her so much lately. Is this connection worth reconnecting? My gut is saying no to reconnecting, but my heart is saying yes, LOL. Okay, got it. All right, let's see. Let's tap in. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Grace. And y'all, I did that whole reading without my music. So we gotta get the music for the diva. Give the girl 2.5 seconds, please. Because she's gotta put something on. What you won't do, you do for love. You've tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world. Okay. We got our music going. We got our 10-minute timer that we're going to get started. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. We are going to use the Angel Oracle deck. Okay. The spirits are like talking to me hella right now. I think it's because my period is about to come. I really feel like my period is such a spiritual time. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Grace. All right, we've got a friend who got cut off. We've been thinking about the friend. Gentleness, remember who you are. We've got the friend that was cut off. Is it worth reconnecting? Chakra clearing, let yourself receive. All right, is it worth reconnecting? Is it worth reconnecting? Is it worth reconnecting? Is it worth reconnecting? Karmic release, 2 of swords, 5 of wands, ace of swords. Ha! Yes, at the bottom of the deck. No, we're not listening to that because we got the ace of swords. Okay. Whew. This friend was childish, and you had the relationship dynamic with her where you were the mom taking care of her and all of her childishness. You had a relationship dynamic where you weren't being nurtured. You weren't receiving loving care. And the reason why, and the reason why you're trying to go back to this, or you feel to go back to this, is because should I go back to that old cycle? The reason why she's been on your mind lately is, sure, she could be thinking about you. Maybe we'll pull some cards on that to be messy in a second. But it's also because with the Mercury retrograde, it's not like she has to come back around. It's like the wounds that were alive within you that created that situation still have not been resolved. That's one of the reasons why she's coming through. So it's time to look at your relationship with women. It's time to look at your relationship with healing. Ask yourself this question in your journal. How did the relationship with her mirror the relationship with your mother? Was it an experience with your mom growing up where you experienced parentification, where your life was always about mommy's drama and the things that mom was going through and the help that mom needed, and mom just needs support right now and mom just needs help? And Grace, can you stop being selfish and only focusing on yourself because mom is actually having a hard time right now? And so you learned that getting love and connection and relationships with women only happens when you sacrifice yourself and sacrifice what you need, and then you're taking care of them, and then you're nurturing them, and you're not being taken care of, and things just kind of feel hollow and you're neglected, but she's the one being poured into. Actually, insane how gifted you are, Nat. You need a spiritual Oscar. Yes, I receive it. I receive it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 seconds in and clocking our 10-year hellish friendship already. Yeah, Diva. I see it. I see it. Because at the end of the day, she wasn't nice to you. At the end of the day, she was envious of you. This Page of Wands card for me is always a vicious card. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's of the live stream, but the eye on this bird and the way that it's kind of like slanted and the way that it looks mean, it looks piercing, it looks like it like says like negative, mean, hurtful things, makes mean comments just to hurt you. The Page of Wands is like a childish fire sign, right? An immature fire sign. And immature fire sign people, they're going to get mad, they're going to get angry, and they're going to say something really mean to you. And then 5 seconds later, they're not going to be angry anymore. And they're going to be like, okay, just get over it though. I'm sorry that I said that. I just said that because I was mad. I didn't actually mean it. But, I actually just think that we should just get over it. Like, I'm not mad anymore. You shouldn't be mad anymore. And so there's just this inconsiderate energy. So it's like you can honor and you can grieve. At this time, you can grieve. We had a relationship for 10 years. That was a decade of my life. That was a significant amount of time. That woman isn't just a nobody to me. She was there, even if I didn't feel always the most supported by her. She was there physically for so many of my important moments. And we probably did have good moments, and we probably did have good connection, and we probably did have positive memories mixed in with the negative memories and different things like that. So of course there's a part of me that would miss her. The question about reconnecting isn't about whether or not you miss her. The question about reconnecting is about your value system. It's about who you are and how you deserve to be treated. I walked away from her because she communicated with her actions and with her words, with her behavior, that she did not prioritize making the relationship a safe space for me. I walked away from this connection for a reason, period, point blank. And it's okay to grieve and it's okay to cry, especially when we have people in our lives for so long and we consider them good friends and we consider them best friends. We imagine that they're going to be there at our weddings. We imagine that they're going to be the aunties to our kids. And so when those relationships end, you do have to grieve. It is like a funeral. It is a moment of releasing, right? With the karmic releasing. I feel like you have things that you need to express to her, not just like sadness, but also anger and resentment. You might want to write her a letter. You might want to scream out loud. I love to scream out loud when I need it, and just like hoot and holler and whatever you need to say to her, the things you were afraid to say to her, because, I kind of get the feeling of like the things that you did or the things that you said, I never would have done to you. And how could you have done that? And it's also like taking off that mask of innocence. She wasn't innocent. She knew what she was doing. When you're doing something that's going to hurt someone. And a lot of us, when we have experiences with these people or we experience some sort of abuse, we kind of put this like film because we have to see them as good people. When it's like our caregivers and things like that, we learn to see them as good people. They don't mean that. No, it was an accident. No, they didn't mean to hurt me. No, they just had a bad moment. No, they're not bad. No, they're not mean. But at the end of the day, she knew what she was doing. Okay? And the difference between somebody who cares about having a healthy relationship with you and actually cares about your well-being, and somebody who doesn't is not the person who apologizes or whatever. It's the person who shows up and takes action moving forward to make sure that you feel seen and loved and heard, period. It's not just I'm sorry that fixes things. It's I'm sorry, what can I do moving forward, and making a committed effort over time to rebuild that trust. Page of Wands. She is just as childish as she was when you walked away from her. She is in the same position. She has not grown. She has not changed. Okay, this is a childish, egocentric person. She does not sit and reflect on her behavior. It's kind of like, well, I don't know why Grace walked away. Grace is tripping. Well, I don't even know why Grace just turned into a bitch all of a sudden. I'm not saying these are what she exactly said, but this is like the energy and the vibe. Well, I don't even know what's wrong with her. She changed. She used to be really cool. She used to be this. She used to be that. It's like there's no Two of Swords. There's no reflection. There's no sitting and thinking inward, because she's somebody who is used to victimizing herself. It's something that's being done to her. It's hurt and pain that is caused to her. And so because she's not sitting and asking herself, how could I have contributed to the ending of this relationship? What could I have done better? Because that's not her value system. She's in the same place that you left her. And you know that. And so it's really a conversation about clearing your energy. And it's really a conversation about connecting with yourself and letting yourself know, reminding yourself, and not just you today, but your inner child. You were connected. There's a million different definitions for trauma bond, but I would say that you guys had a trauma bond. And what I mean by that is the reason why you connected with her for all of those years was because you were operating out of wounds. You were not connecting with her. That was not your best friend, because you, as a fully functioning adult grown woman, saw her and liked her values and characteristics. That was your best friend, because the little girl inside of you could try to create resolve for her childhood wounds through your connection with that friend. Do you feel what I'm saying? So it's like you don't have to beat yourself up for missing her. And it's also an act of self-love and self-protection. There's the timer. We're almost done. It's also an act of self-love and self-protection for you to not allow yourself to go back into that environment where somebody has communicated to you and shown you that they're not interested in your well-being, right? You got to think about yourself as if there's adult you and there's a little girl you. If you had a daughter and she said, some girl was being really mean to me and picking on me and doing this and this and this, and I tried to tell her that it hurt my feelings, but she kept doing it, what would you do as a mother? Would you say, I know that she's been hurting your feelings for the past 10 years, sweetie, but go and give it another try? Absolutely not. As a mother, you would say, fuck that shit. Fuck that little bitch. You don't get to be around her. You don't get to be around girls who treat you like that. You don't get to be around people who do that to you. Because you matter and you're important. And I care about your well-being, right? So that's the relationship that you're now developing with yourself. Okay? It's you doing inner child healing work. You might want to look into the receiver's mindset. That's where the really good inner child healing workshop is. But it's you doing inner child healing work to give your inner child that love and care and nurturing that she needed. Because that's really what this conversation is about. I would say that. Okay, so let's pull a couple cards just to see, like, juiciness. What's going on? Like, in the juicy side of things, this friend being on the mind, fed up, over it, frustrated. Well, her life is actually going downhill. So that's the reason why you're thinking about her. You were the person who, even though she was consistently, consciously, and kind of subconsciously creating drama in her own life, you were acting as a buffer. Not only were you a buffer, like emotionally and different stuff like that, spiritually, you were a kind of buffer. So when you walked out of her life, certain protections and all of those things that come with being your friend also are gone. So mentally and emotionally, she's not doing a good time. Harmony, memories, she's thinking back to all of the good times that she had with you, how things were harmonious, when you guys were talking often with honeymoon, dirty money, long haul. And it feels like, what's happening is you guys had an energetic cord, right? So you also want to do a cord cutting. You also want to do like, you could do a spiritual bath over this if you'd like, but you definitely want to do a cord cutting because you guys had a dynamic for a decade where when she was having trouble and issues, she could reach out to you and receive that support. And so you also have that cord and connection with her on a spiritual level. So the reason why you're feeling like, should I reach out and connect with her? It's not because it's like consciously you're thinking maybe it's because things will be better, but in a spiritual messy sense, it's because she's saying, Grace, come save me. Gracie, come save me. Okay, I get it. You're upset. You're mad. You mean it. You're serious. Come save me. I need help. I'm still struggling. Are you really going to abandon me? Are you really going to leave me? It's like she needs shit. She needs you. Okay? It's Rihanna. You needed me. Oh. Was she also sexually attracted to you? I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. Because we got the 2 cards for sex in this deck. There's only 2. That's interesting. You don't have to put it in the chat. If you guys had your own complex relationship dynamic or whatever, that's fine. But yeah, I feel like, and even with the kinky ways, even if it's not a sexual thing, well, I feel like there's definitely a codependency. She is thinking about you, and you are going against expectations. You are the black sheep right now. You are defying the norms. And I feel like she thinks that you're going to come back. I really do. I don't know if you guys had this dynamic where you have like left before, you've walked away before, but then you come back. And it's like I don't know if she does it consciously, but she knows, like, if I think about her hard enough, or if I try hard enough, like, Grace will show up. She will come in. It's kind of like she's banking on that in a way. But at the end of the day, she was jealous of you. 5 of Wands, she was competing against you. She wasn't wishing well for you. She wasn't wishing good for you, because this is one of those things where she's not creating good for herself. There's a crabs in a barrel mentality. You can't connect with people who are insecure and aren't committed to bettering their lives, because they will become resentful of you when you start getting better. And they want to pull you back down. This is one of those friends where as you elevate and create more for yourself in your life, you have less time for her. You get married, you have a baby, now she has beef with your husband. Now she has beef with your baby. Because, oh, you used to have time for me. You know, before your mom had you, I used to be her baby. I used to be the one that she was always taking care of. She used to always be there for me, but now she doesn't have time for me anymore. Ever since you got that job, you don't have time for me anymore. Ever since you blah, 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 you don't have time for me anymore. It's just somebody trying to siphon off your energy and use you for support, okay? So that's what I got for you, Grace. Damn. She's so gifted. Like, the way you channel is so amazing. Thank you, Tiffany. Oh, that's news. I did feel like she was in love with me sometimes, but no. Honestly, I would have been open to that too bad. Yeah, definitely. It definitely feels like there's some like secret romantic stuff, but also when there's like homophobia and like internalized homophobia and fear and different things like that, you know, we all know, right? Yeah. But that's what I got, Grace, which is a pretty damn good reading, I think. Okay, I need my fan. Where the hell is my fan? I'm hot in here. Thank you so much again, Nat. I will be signing up for that road opener and mentorship. You will be seeing me again soon, LOL. I wasn't planning on doing a road opener, but by mentorship, I don't know if you mean the Patreon or working with me one-on-one for coaching, but regardless, Yes. I look forward to working with you, Grace. I would love to work with you. Yeah, I don't have plans to do a road opener. I was just giving that as a recommendation to Tiffany. But if we ever do work together, we can talk about how to do road openers and I can help you out for sure. Okay, Beerlia. Hi. I'll wait for you to finish typing. Okay, and as Beerlia is doing her question, we're gonna see if we can hire our chef on if we can hire our chef on Good Coffee, Great Coffee. And hopefully we can still watch an ad. How does Jeff, I feel like I've said this a million times. Every single time you say his name, I say, my name is Jeff. Okay, how does Jeff perceive me as a woman / in general during the silence between us? Thanks so much. I got you. Okay. No, we didn't get our thing. Earn 20 funds and tips. So we didn't get it? Oh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, fine. I'll do it after. Give me 2 seconds. I'm hot. I was hot. Okay. Oh my god, this is only a 21-minute video. I need 3 hours. Okay. Ooh, honey, I'm hot. Okay, we're gonna do the tea app. And then maybe I'll get up for another deck. Okay, fine, I'll get up. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna get the deck that I feel called to grab. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Same, you will be seeing me more often, period. I love it. I receive it. I love hanging out with you guys. I usually try to go live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time when I do go live, so I'm just doing that. But Friday, I like to do a late night live. That's fun. And I took like 2 naps today, y'all. But I was like, let me get up and do this live. Like I said, I plan to go live every day this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but I'm not sure, so we'll find out together. Okay. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Jeff. Mister, my name is Jeff. Excuse me. I just burped. Okay, 10 minutes on the timer. We don't need this. I don't want your money. I got this just for you. Keep your money. Do you guys watch Very Important People? I don't watch it. It's like an online kind of like show, I guess. But I watch the shorts. And they have an intro song. And it says, I don't want money. I don't even like it. I just want to throw it away. I don't know why that's playing in my mind right now. Okay, but I like Very Important People. It's usually pretty funny. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Jeff. How is Jeff perceiving Beer Leah as a woman and in general? How is Jeff perceiving Beer Leah as a woman and in general? Jeff, how is Jeff perceiving Beer Leah? Love bombing extra. Whoa. Okay. This is the part where I have to give a disclaimer and I have to say that just because somebody feels this way, like there's a million things that go into this, okay? Because they're singing Megan Thee Stallion, projection, whole lot of projecting. You do the shit that you put on the next bitch, okay? Dramatic, showered with affection for personal gain. It's kind of like, well, you never even loved me. You only did this and this and this to get something from me. And when I wouldn't give you the thing that you wanted from me, then you just never even loved me anyway. It's like Jeff, let me tell you about Jeff. Jeff is the kind of manipulator that will do you wrong and then Darvo. He will do you wrong and then turn it around and make himself the victim. Well, you never even liked me. You never even shut up for me. Because if you really liked me, then you wouldn't have walked away from me. If you really liked me, then you would have tried more. If you really liked me, you would have da 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 da. It's kind of like, you know that toxic shit you see on social media where it's like, I blocked him on Instagram and I blocked him on Facebook. So let's see if he emails me. Because if he emails me, then he actually gives a fuck. You know, it's that kind of shit. Where it's like, well, you actually should have did more. You actually should have fought harder for my love. This is somebody who needs somebody to fight harder and beg for his love because he doesn't feel loved. He feels a deep sense of rejection, okay? He feels a deep sense of rejection. How does he see you? He sees you as like betraying him. Like none of these cards are positive. None of these cards are positive. We put 4 cards. None of these cards are positive. He sees you as having betrayed him in some way. And that's why, like, as the reader, feeling into the energy, I'm like, I'm not feeling like this is true. I'm not feeling like this is true. I'm feeling like Jeff is having a woe is me. That's what I get. Like, I get like a huffing, like, I don't know if you've ever been around somebody like that who, when they're mad and upset, they don't say that they're mad and upset, but they like make a whole bunch of noises. That's what it feels like. Yeah, girl, he cut off contact and ain't no way I'm begging. Exactly. And he's like, basically, you're betraying me because why wouldn't you beg for my love? 7 of Swords. Does this not confirm exactly what I just said? 7 of Swords, card of deceit. How he sees you, he's like, she doesn't even give a fuck. She has another guy. She's already talking to someone else. She's already dating someone else. He's deeply insecure. She doesn't even like me. She doesn't even want me. She's probably dealing with somebody else, and he probably has a bigger dick than me because there's a horse in the background. She's looking off into the distance. He perceived you as beautiful. He perceived you as out of his league. And it's just similar to, I don't know if you were listening to the last reading that we did, but it's similar to the last reading where we did, where it's like when you're connecting with people who are insecure that are not committed to bettering their own lives. You as a man, you see a woman, she's amazing. You feel like she's your dream girl. She's out of your league. You start showing up to better yourself, or you got to leave her the fuck alone. You got to do whatever you need to do to feel worthy of that woman, or you have to leave her the fuck alone. And this is somebody who didn't feel worthy of you and then would become resentful towards you because he's not dealing with his own shit. He's not dealing with his own feelings of unworthiness. He's not dealing with his own worries. Like, he's not dealing with his own fears. Like, he's not handling his own shit. And so then it ends up being him projecting that onto you. He blocked you, or he cut off communication with you so that he could feel in control, so that he could feel in power, so that he could feel like the big macho man. And it's like, actually, brother, you could have just fucking gone to therapy. You could have just actually done the internal work so that you could actually create a feeling of power in your life, a feeling of personal empowerment in your own life. And you don't have to hurt women's feelings or put them down in order to feel something, in order to feel good about yourself. This is that kind of person. Like, he doesn't have good values. How does he feel towards you? Of course he feels attracted to you. Of course he feels like there's a spark between you. As a woman, he sees you as somebody who's seductive. As a woman, he sees you as somebody who's desirable, right? He feels like he likes the curve of your body, whether you're more voluptuous with the curves or it's just the, natural curvaceousness of your body. He feels like you have like beautiful legs and beautiful thighs and even cute feet if he's seen your feet. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we do have the heart to heart, which is about conversations. Like, he likes to have conversations about you. And under the heart to heart card we have the numbing, self-medicating, addictions, irrational behavior. He's just an avoidant, woe is me kind of person, because he doesn't show up for himself, and he doesn't show up for his own happiness, and he doesn't take care of himself, right? And when you're dealing with him, whether you're waiting for him to come back around, no judgment, I'm not a fucking cop. If you listen to my podcast, I waited for a motherfucker to come around for maybe like 3 years. You don't judge me, I'm not going to judge you. I don't give a shit what you do. But what I am going to do is lovingly reflect back to you what the truth is. And it's you showing up and you entertaining this connection with someone who has shown you that he does not value showing up for you. You're operating out of that place of not prioritizing and loving on you as well. The way that he treated you, how he blocked you off and isn't showing up for you, you're not showing up for you while you're entertaining this. And it's not that walking away from him is the way to show up for yourself. It's you looking at and healing your own childhood stuff, you healing your inner child, you pouring love into yourself and not loving yourself in like the I think I'm pretty way, even though that is important. Not just loving yourself in superficial social media ways, but doing the deep healing work to soothe the inner children, the parts of you that are used to, the part of you, the inner child in you that's telling the story that people shut you off. And that's a part of love. People shut you off and they don't show up for you and you have to wait for them to decide to come back. That's love, right? You have to heal that part within you. Okay, what else? You got to tell the story that men value connection. Men value love. Men value connecting with you. Men care about you. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're beautiful. You've got gorgeous hair and you're desirable. But this is the kind of person, the more you want to connect, it's like he has that whole, don't come any closer. Because the closer you get to me, the more you see my flaws, the more you'll realize that I'm unlovable and I'm not good enough. Don't come any closer. The more you try to get close to this man, the more he's going to push you away. That's his MO. He's not emotionally available. He does not actually value connection. It's in his behavior. If his behavior was a language, what is his behavior communicating about his personal value system? It's not about whether or not you guys have a soulmate connection, because you guys do have a connection, right? It's not about whether or not you have a connection. It's about what is his value system. How does he see you? He sees you as gorgeous. He feels like you have good cleavage or like good like décolleté, because her décolletage is like standing out to me. So like your like kind of like neck and like this like box around like your cleavage, you know what I mean? He was like, that's good. Like, you're beautiful. You wear gorgeous, like, dresses. If you wear clothes where, like, your legs are out again, your legs feel highlighted. And it's like, I want to connect with you, but I just can't. This is the kind of guy who would say, oh, I want to, but I just can't. And it's like, it's not true that you can't. You don't want to. You're not showing up. You're avoidant and you're afraid and you're fighting that self awareness. And that's on you. That was the timer. We're almost done. Okay. The World, the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, the Hermit card, the Two of Swords. This man intentionally, subconsciously creates experiences where there's the girl that got away. He sees you as the girl that got away. And you're always going to be the girl that got away because he was never actually going to receive you. It's not about whether or not you're pretty. It's not about whether or not you're good enough. It's about him and his value systems and the work that he refuses to do. It's not about you. It's about his self-neglect. Because with extra and dramatic, it's like, some way, somehow, it's really unwell. What I'm trying to express is that this is really unhealthy, unwell, unsafe behavior. Because he's seeing you as like dramatic. And the way that I get it is like, oh, if I try to come back or I unblock her or I reach out to her, she's not even going to accept me because she thinks that she's too good for me and all this stuff. Like, he has a narrative and a perception of you that doesn't have anything to do with you. It's him and his rejection wounds and the stories that he's telling on repeat. He sees you as someone beautiful. He would rather be driving the boat, but he doesn't feel like he's driving the boat. He feels like you're driving the boat. He feels timid. He feels meek. He feels weak. Again, this like, I don't know, and I'm not saying this feels like a fetish that he has, but he has like this like cuck holding like fear. There's going to be a better guy. There's somebody else that's going to get chosen. She's just going to want somebody else anyway. Okay, they're singing Tony Braxton. He wasn't man enough. It's not about him being incapable. It's about the choices and decisions he makes not to show up. He sees you as somebody that's out of his league. Way out of his league. Beautiful, beautiful fashions, beautiful shoes. See, the feet keep coming through here. Beautiful curve to the body. Love the hair. He thinks that you're so pretty. He really does. But he sees you as somebody who's disinterested. How are you a fake love bomber but also disinterested? Exactly. There's no congruence. There's no clear picture of you. Why? Because of numbing, self-medicating, addictions, irrational behavior. It doesn't make sense. It's not following logic because it's not logical. It's him playing out his own childhood stuff, which you've also been doing in this connection, you know? So that's what I got for you. He sees this as a risky situation. He sees this as something that, like, he doesn't even think that he can win. It's like the battle has already been lost before he's even tried, you know? And I feel like on our end, as women in general, we're like, if you just try, we're willing to work with you because that's a normal human thing. But it's not about that. Like, for example, different example, using me as an example, my relationship with money. For a long time, I didn't file my taxes. I didn't understand the IRS and different things like that. And I was really afraid that I was going to file it wrong and then I was going to have a terrible experience happen. And so I just avoided it and ran away from it. And when I actually committed and I actually showed up and I was actually brave and I actually worked through my stuff, I learned the IRS will work with you. The IRS will get you on a payment plan. The IRS just wants to get connection, just wants to talk with you. You know what I mean? And so then it turned into having a payment plan. And then it turned into everything being good and everything being taken care of and everything being okay and things being on the up and up. But I wasn't able to see that things could be taken care of easily when I was still wounded and I wasn't taking care of myself and I was just in that fear cycle. This is somebody who is just in that cycle of fear. He's not going to get out of it. He would never be able to see you, or he wouldn't be able to see you clearly until he actually decided to do his own shit and to deal with his own shit. And with this person and this kind of energy, this is not a man that I would be talking with or entertaining unless he had been in therapy for a long period of time. Like, you need to be going to therapy consistently for 6 months. You've got the same therapist. You're doing good work. You're making good changes. You're changing your habits and you're seeing a change in your mental and emotional life. Then I would consider talking with him again. You know, like, this is not a quick situation, a quick fix. One of the things that that encouraged me, or that contributed to me walking away from the guy that I waited for a really long time, was when I understood the full depth of his wounds. And I was like, oh, brother, this is going to take you years to handle. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but I've already been spending nearly 10 years handling and moving through my shit. This entire time, I thought you were handling shit. You have not been handling shit. You're however much healing you need to do, plus the 3 years of healing that you haven't been doing, babe, I'm not waiting another 3 years. I'm not waiting another extended period of time for you to start getting your shit together to then be ready to be in a relationship. Like, we're not on the same page. We're not on the same level at all. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Beerlia. I'm sorry it wasn't a more positive reading, but hopefully that was helpful to you. Absolutely bonkers that he would cut off contact and expect you to beg. But that's what they do when they're insecure, right? I love a nap, girl. Me too. That was helpful. Thank you, Nath. You're welcome, my love. I love a freaking nap. Oh my goodness. And I'm doing naps 30 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. I can only do that. Otherwise, I'll be up all night and I don't want to do that. That's the guy, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm also happy for you, because as you keep identifying this stuff and working through your own stuff, it can only get better. You can only attract more, right? And God didn't make a mistake when he made you. God did not create you to be in relationships and connections with people that are not committed to loving you, right? Yeah. How do I hire more people? Cosmo available. I don't know what that means. Upgrades equipment. Oh, I don't think you can see me. Oh, green cup skins. That is so cute. That is so cute. I guess we're going to have to wait until the next freaking day to hire somebody. Because I don't know where the hell we can hire someone. That's okay. We'll try. I'm watching a YouTube video about this ASMR girl and like her drama. I haven't heard anything about this. She was saying online that she was sick, but then she was posting online outside. So they're saying maybe she was lying. Vanilla affogato. Sorry, I hit the camera. I'm charging my Apple Pencil, so maybe it'll be easy for us all to see. I gotta get new tips for my iPad, y'all. I mean, my Apple Pencil. Okay. Flowers and vanilla beans. Done. Okay, lavender blossom. It's really just an affogato. I mean, an Americano. It's just espresso and hot water with vanilla syrup. I mean, lavender syrup. Ah. Okay, no, I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sprinkles. Oh. And, oh, I think there's a strawberry. That might have been wrong. Yes, it was right. Hey. 2 Neapolitans. Okay. The Neapolitan is like vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate things. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I'm forgetting what the hell is on this. Okay, chocolate chips, strawberries, and vanilla bean. Chocolate chips, strawberry, vanilla bean. Okay, that should be it. I love when it's raining in the game. I'm like, yeah, this is so cozy. Decaffeinate an iced latte and top it with ice cream. Okay. This is caffeine free. Iced latte. Iced latte, just regular. Okay. And whipped cream on top. And then worst latte I've ever had. Oh my god, what the fuck did I do wrong? I thought I did that right. Oh my god, she got immediately pissed off. Immediately refunded. Oh my god. I don't even remember what I did. Oh no. I checked that shit like 3 times. No. Okay. 2 out of 3 of my lattes should have vanilla syrup. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. I just knew I had that shit in the fucking bag. Oh. She was not fucking with the queen. Sorry. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Latte, 3 lattes. Vanilla syrup. Oh, she had a baby. Not the girl who people think they're lying about being sick. She has a twin. They're twins and they're estranged, apparently. Okay, 2 vanilla lattes done. 1 regular. Nice. What the fudge? I'm trying to hire someone. I don't know where the hell it is. What? She says I click on my my employee. She says, I hope we get new ingredients soon. I'm working on it, girl. Harvest your first mint? Oh, so cute. Oh, we're growing mint. So nice. Ooh. We're harvesting mint. I don't know if this means I'm not going to have to buy mint for 300 now. Where do you tap? Girl, I did tap. Oh, upgrade. I have no idea what's going on right now. I really have no idea what the hell is going on. Okay, I'm bored of growing mint. I don't know what's happening with this. Okay, can I not hire people right now? Oh, there we go. Employees. Okay, let's hire a brewer. $2,000. That's all we got. Period. Yay. Okay, let's see what that's going to be like. Okay, let's find out. Hmm. Hey, my name's Cynthia. I'm the new hire. Welcome. Where do I start? The kitchen? Cool. I'll head back there. Great. Cinnabrew, Cinnabrew, Cinnabrew. Does that mean you want 3? Yes, okay. Oh, she grabbed it automatically. Oh my god. Love. So good. Girl. 3 cinnamon rolls. It's just espresso with cinnamon sticks inside. Oh, she fucked up the espresso. He complained. Did you forget about the espresso? Well, no, lavender syrup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, yesterday I was trying to do a lavender blossom. I thought it was just a lavender fucking latte. I gave that drink with milk to that man. He said, "Did I ask for steamed milk?" I said, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, brother." When did I ask for steamed milk? Oh, my fucking bad. Perfection. She liked my strawberry latte. Pretty in pink. So this is a strawberry latte. One, two, three, 4. Yay, she liked our latte. Two espressos, one with vanilla bean, the other with sprinkles. One with vanilla bean, one with sprinkles. Oh, her outfit is so cute. Oh my God. She posts asking for a sugar daddy. And that's not a crime. she's pregnant with her second child. I do not like those games. Sometimes the sorting games are fun, and then other times it's like, Diva, I'm so sorry, I'm not emotionally invested in this. He basically made a whole video and didn't say a fucking thing. Like, I have more information on this drama, but what evidence? What is going on? All I know is that I want to watch ASMR now. I never watched her sister. Oh, I love the song Midnight Song. Midnight Song. Midnight Song. Midnight Sun. There we go. Zara Larson, I love ya. Let's see. Let's watch ASMR. Maybe I'll go to sleep. One thing about me, I'm gonna watch the fucking ads. I really am. I really am. It's not working. Oh, great. Let's watch Sims content. I like whiny Brit. No. Maybe. No, I think I want to watch Little Simsy. Do you guys watch Sims content? I like Little Simsy. No. Oh my god, I want macaroni and cheese. Bad. I had like 3 espressos just to keep up during my last shift. Insane, right? I didn't expect to feel at home here, but I do. Oh, so sweet. Okay, I think we're gonna do like one more day and then we're gonna get some mint stuff. We should be able to get mint stuff tomorrow. Okay, she wants a chocolate latte. I want to find out what happens if I don't put a cup there. Let's find out what happens if we don't put a cup. Oh, nothing. Okay, she doesn't put it there until you put the cup. Huh, she put a question mark. She doesn't know what to do. Oh, she's waiting. Oh, so sweet. Okay. Chocolate latte. Whoop. Triple decaf. What the fuck is triple decaf? Iced Americano, but make it a triple decaf. You want 3 espressos in that? Fuck it, let's find out. Sometimes you just gotta try it. And then when they're mad, it's really funny, so don't even worry about that. Who else wants a pot pie right now? Are you just hungry, my love? I think I'm just hungry. Iced Americano. Is there even fucking room? There's barely any room for water. Let's find out if that's what the hell he asked for. Oh yeah, that's what he wanted. And he tipped his $5.64. Hey. Jane. Cynthia. Wait, you work here. She does. Yes, I'm new. Do mom and dad know I'm so proud of you? Oh, so cute. Thank you. Oh, she likes romance books. Her sister's embarrassing her. So cute. Okay, let's do a latte. $17 for a latte? and they be overbrewing that shit, you know what? I'd be pissed off too. $17 for a latte, and you didn't brew this shit correctly? Yeah, I am pissed off. That's it? Yeah. Iced Americano. Oh. Jane, you gotta practice more. They're gonna hate us. But he still tipped us 85 cents. I'll take it. Iced pumpkin latte. There's 2 scoops of ice, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 pumps of syrup. And then you just fill the milk up to the top. One, two, three, 4. Does Lavender Blossom have strawberry on top? Do you guys remember? I don't know. Let's check and see. Mint latte. Cosmos cool down. Okay, fine. We have to get it. We have to get the mint stuff ASAP. I just don't like spending all of our money. Pumpkin spice. Are you guys watching Love Island? I'm not. Should I be? I don't think so. I think it would piss me off. I got a new cash register and new lights. And I hired an employee. And there's only 11 days left for the leaves. I haven't played this game in freaking months. I need to... I want to play... I want to get as much as I can from the mint. I love mint. I love mint so bad. I need mint. I was going to say I'm going to stay here for 2 hours. Okay, last call. If anybody is on and wants a reading, speak now. Because I'm going to get off at the 2-hour mark. We just finished. Okay, wait. Maybe we should get mint and then we'll do one more day. Because my booty is hurting. And I'm hungry. Mama is hungry. Mama needs to go get some food. Oh my goodness. 300, 200. Oh my God, we can get both. Let's do it. Okay, fuck it. We're going to get both the mint and then we're going to do one more day. One more day. New recipes unlocked. We have a mint latte, standard, Cosmo cool down, mint latte with vanilla ice cream, sprinkles, and mint leaf on top. Oh, that sounds good. And then an iced mint latte, standard. Garden frost. Ooh, is lavender and mint syrup. 4 pumps of each. It's kind of cray-cray. Ice and mint. Ooh. This is interesting because the other ones, like the Sugar Rush, that has 2, and there's not 4 for that one. Yeah, it's 2 pumps and 2 pumps. Isn't that cray-cray? No, I didn't mean to do that. Open. Okay, sometimes dealing with technology, I do feel like an old person. Computer, make this app big. Can you hear me breathing? I hope not. My face is all in the mic. Oh, should I be whispering? Oh my God. Is this ASMR? I do like hide and seek. I do like to search for things. Oh, the cute little ducky wucky. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of sleepy. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and go live again. It's 11:58. Of course, I'm getting sleepy, which is good. I've been getting up early, going to the gym in the morning, which is really good. Okay, 3 Cinnabrews. I love the little lights. They are so cute. 2 Americanos, a symbol. You got it. I gotta get a sweet treat. Y'all, I've been wanting to make cake pops. Should I make cake pops tonight? Should I make cake pops tonight? Because I do love a sweet treat. Can somebody come and order some fucking mint, please? Oh shit, she did say no whipped cream. Sorry, Diva. You can wipe it off. He wants an iced vanilla latte. Does this mean that I'm able to see more customers? Let's see if I'm making more money each day because they're helping me. So it should be faster, shouldn't it? Iced mint latte. Perfect. Coming right up, Diva. Mint. One, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iced mint latte. I love how the colors blend. Oh my god, I want a fucking mint latte. I love mint. Okay, decaf mint latte. Iced or no? No, okay. One, 2, 3, 4. I can't put it back on there. Shut up. Say no. Okay, fine. We have to put it in a little mini cup because it won't let me put the liquid back on there. Let's do a little swirly on the top. Let's do, oh, we didn't do a swirly. But let's increase his happiness. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I gotta use that. They come with perks. I gotta use them. Iced latte with vanilla and cinnamon. The fuck does that mean? Okay, iced vanilla latte with the cinnamon stick. Of course, that's what you meant. You want a decaf? No. Iced vanilla latte. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the cinnamon stick. Coffee, milk, and done. Oh, I should have used the fucking perks on him. That's okay. I keep forgetting about the perks. We only did like 2 mint lattes, but it was fun. I liked it. Ooh, and we just got 2 jewels, which is nice. I like to play until I get all of like the daily quests done, and then I feel like satisfied. I want to cook some new Chinese food I found. But I don't want to cook it in a skillet, so. Okay. We've got it. We made $62. And I think it's fine. Equipment, no. What do we want? Shop decor, because we have minty shop decor now. Icy bar lights. These are interactable again. Oh, so cute. But I don't have mint. Mint isn't one of my colors. Oh. Oh, that countertop is cute. I might get that one. Because I don't like my countertop. I have a basic one. Or did I get a new countertop? No, I think I didn't. Lavender plant. Oh, the lavender plant is cute. We might get that. Minty fresh neon. No. Art piece collection. No, my chair is way better. Icy modern table set. No. Translucent cupboard. No. I like my shop. Alright. Yeah, my shop is so cute. I just got this. Oh yeah, I definitely want to change the plant. I like my lights. Yeah, and I do. I think I just got this pink countertop. Okay. That's it. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.